This is RuVik Education, and today we're going to be beginning with part 2 of Lektion 5 of class 5th, Deutsch English second book. Remember that we are learning together, growing together. We may make some mistakes, but we'll try our best to provide correct information. Okay, so we were done till wohin gehst slash fährst du jetzt. That means, like, where are you going if it's gehen, and where are you traveling if it's fahren? Jetzt means now. So the answer to this question would be in ich gehe if it's gehst and ich fahre if it's fährst. So few examples are zum Bahnhof. Bahnhof is train station, railway station, whatever you want to call it. You can also say ich fahre zum Flughafen. That means I travel to the airport. You can also say ich gehe zum Unterricht. I am going to the class. Zum Arzt, that means to the doctor. Zur Schule, to the school. Zur Uni, to the university. But there is an exception, which is with Hause, because Hause is used with nach, not with zum, zur, or eins, ins, whatever you want to call it. So nach Hause is a exception because I have told you previously that we use nach with countries except Turkey and USA where we use the. Rest we use nach, like ich gehe nach Indien. So basically you're going to India, kind of. More like fahra because you travel to countries rather than going to countries. Anyways, so this is a exception with house. You need to remember that you use nach Hause. So this is something that you're gonna have to learn. Otherwise, there's a topic called locala preposition, which you will learn later on in further classes, where you will understand why exactly we are using sum, sur, or ins. So, but for now, you need to basically learn them. Just so that you understand, I think I told this in the previous class, that su is su plus them and sur is su plus there. And this we know because of a table in dative. This there is not not nominative masculine. Nominative masculine is there, right? There the das. Do you remember the table? Yeah, but this is not that there. It's not the there in nominative table, the there the das table. It's not that. It's from a table of dative case where we have them, there, them, there. Their masculine is them, feminine is there, neutral is them, and plural is there. So it's a little bit different for dative. This is just for your information. And eins is nothing but in plus das. Das is yes, this is your accusative das that we have learned. Okay. Now we'll be moving to a topic called imperative. This is a really interesting topic because it really, allows you to understand or, shorten down sentences, cut down sentences, and it's very much used practically. You often give orders or commands or requests, so it's basically used in those cases. So imperative in German is used for in three forms. Each form has a different kind of format. So the first one is Z form, in which we will be doing in this video. Do form we'll do in the next video. So second is do form, and third is ihr form. I hope you remember the verb conjugations of all of these forms. For example, if I take kommen here, so for Z it will be common, but for do it will be kommst, for ihr it will be kommt. So these are different verb conjugations. For this, you need to learn the verb conjugation table. Okay, if I talk about this, bitte kommen Sie schnell. Bitte kommen Sie schnell. So what are you able to see? This is first of all formal. This is formal you. Whenever you're talking to your elders, it's a formal you. So, bitte kommen Sie schnell. Please come here fast. Here is not written, please come you fast. That's what they're trying to say. If you don't want to add bitte, even kommen Sie schnell would be correct. So, when I talk about normal simple sentences in German, then I would have written it like Sie, that means you, where I would have written the subject first. Then I would have written the um, verb at the second place, Sie kommen schnell. You come fast. Okay, but here we're keeping common at the first place. So that's why come here fast. Okay, next second one is expression Sie laut. Speak you loud. So they're requesting someone to speak loudly. So instead of Sie sprechen laut, we have used sprechen Sie laut. Similarly, öffnen Sie das Buch. Open you the book. I think now this is pretty understandable. Next, we have Laufen Sie bitte schnell. That means run you please fast. You can also write it as bitte laufen Sie schnell. But now we are going to just take a look at why there's this asterisk and why it's in bold. So basically, there's a tip that irregular verbs in imperative sentences do not have an umlaut. So umlaut, what is umlaut? Like you see over here, often has a umlaut. It's irregular. But irregular verbs do not have an umlaut. Okay. If I come to do form, which we will be discussing more extensively in the next part, do form with a com schnell. So, if I talk about com, have we ever seen com in the verb conjugation table? No, we have not seen com in the verb conjugation table. So that means that this is something different. This has a different format. We're removing something because the do form in verb conjugation is coms for common, right? For sprechen, it's spricht. For öffnen, it's öffnest. For gehen, it is gehst. So then what is this com, sprich, öffne, gehe, lauf? What is this? So basically in do form, what we have is that if I write a sentence, let's take for example the first one itself. Du kommst, du kommst schnell. So first of all, I will remove the st and I will eliminate the do. So do is also getting eliminated, st is also getting eliminated, so I'm getting komm schnell. Then I have sprich laut, which would be du spricht laut. What I will do, I will eliminate the st, I will eliminate the do, I will get sprich laut. The rest I'll be continuing in the next part, so go ahead and watch that.